Hello and welcome! Yes, you are hearing me, the host, Taro Umiya. So, welcome to the TVGS Transmissions, Ludum Dare 40, Part 2. You don't see the Part 2 because we're doing it, but we did do it last time earlier. So anyways, what a thrilling ride here at New York State today. We were dealing with snow earlier, but anyways.
Barely an inch.
Yeah. Well, looks like the connections is being a little shoddy here. Oh, I forgot to bring a mouse pad too. I think we're gonna do fine for now. But yeah, we'll be playing a couple of different games. So here are the policies, just to make sure that we lay out some groundwork here. We have on the bottom, there's a moderator, Frederica here, who will helpfully, I'm sure, post a link to the actual forum. But if you have found us on the Ludum Dare website right now, we are in fact streaming. We are going to prioritize on anyone who is actually here at the moment. That said, usually, for tradition's sake, we usually play the first game that happens to be on the forum itself. So the first game then that happens to be on our forum that we have yet to play happens to be Spaceballs. So let me actually bring that website up here. Monitor, and let's switch it around. So this is Spaceballs, and we'll also close the theme song here. So this is Spaceballs. We're going to be starting by playing this, but please do let us know if you are on the chat. Well, we will double check the moderator to make sure who is on the chat, and hopefully they'll keep a list of the row number of which that chat person happens to be in. Long story short, we prioritize first by whether you are on the chat or not, and then second by the row number of the entry. Obviously, the smaller the row number, the earlier you have entered. So it seems only fair that anyone who actually followed the rules of our, of our thing actually gets to have their game played first. So that's how our queuing system works. Second is that, as you have probably checked and know from looking at the forum, we do have a code of conduct policy here. Extending beyond that, just to also let you know that we hold the power to stop playing on any game that happens to disturb us or anything that we think violates our code of conduct. Yeah, for the time being. So just to let you know, we may, I think it's going to be incredibly rare, but we may just outright stop playing your game for whatever reason, and just to be nice, not rate it either. We will be rating your games, by the way. I think all of us here, all the hosts here, have in fact made an entry for Ludum Dare, so they do have the power, the God-given right, I guess, to rate Ludum Dare games. So here it is. So yes, you'll be hearing about how games will be rated. Just to let you know, we may not. Well, I think we will actually. We should be able to display the actual star ratings that we're giving for each of these games. Anyways, you just have to remove it and put it into your own account rather than pulling it on my account, because that's completely unfair. I'm not here to game the system. I want to make sure that each host gets to have their opinion expressed from their own account and reap all the benefits in doing so. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce all the hosts here and then get started on Spaceballs. Again, my name is Taro Umiya. You can find me on Twitter at Umiya Games. And you can also find me at my website at omiyagames.com. I made a game called Stuck in Parallel, which is in Danger Zone. We only have 10 ratings so far, so I need more than that. Somebody please help me. That's it.
So, hi, I'm Patrick. You cannot find me on Twitter, and I do not have my own game studio, but otherwise I'm here. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. So.
I'm Frederica. I'm Effigy13 on the chat, and also on itch.io. So, and yes, Patrick and I made a game together. Well, with one other person.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and we have about, I think, 15 ratings at this point.
Oh, good.
And we need to rate.
Oh no, you can't see my rate. Don't look at my ratings.
Oh.
Alright, this game is very... Anyways, so without further ado, we actually started off by downloading Java really quickly so that we can actually get started on Spaceballs. Lo and behold, for preparations, we are amazing at it. In any case, here it is, Spaceballs. I'm going to read it. Normally what we do is we actually read the description here. So, you're a star, and heating up. Try to blast some orbiting planets out of the sky to emerge their cooling mass to your body. Oh, okay, so consume planets to cool your mass. Don't get too hot. A supernova is not that pleasant. The hotter you are, the worse it is. Post your score into the comments. Our high score is 149. We will never beat that. Current high score is 169. Alrighty, so let's get started with this. We're going to switch to the title card here. Whoop. And then we're going to hope that just saying game window, OBS will be nice enough to find out that alone will do the job. Come on, Spaceballs. Okay, that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work either. I'm already noticing there's no audio, so that's distracting. Fit to screen. Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
What's going on?
Stretched. What? No.
Oh dear.
Yeah. This is not working as intended. Okay, let's see. Let's... Game capture. Number 2. Captures.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Please stand by.
Ah, there we go. That looks a lot better. Okay, so if that's the case, then I shouldn't use any of these. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of this too.
Oh, Aaron's on the chat too.
Sweet.
Oh, hey, Aaron.
Oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do.
And Nephron Hunter and Chris. And I think
There we
Ronald's
go.
watching too.
Much better. Alright, this is Spaceballs. And you can actually see my mouse. This is distracting, actually. We should probably get rid of that. Can we get rid of the mouse capture here? Because that annoys me. Capture cursor. Yeah, let's take that out. Alrighty. So now you cannot see my mouse. It's a little... This is a really cool title screen, actually. The fact that I'm hovering over and it's creating all these constellations connections that resembles absolutely nothing.
That
yeah.
is a pretty neat thing. I'm not... Okay, yeah, I can see it now. Okay.
Yeah. And let's take a look at the credits. Games made for Ludum Dare within 72 hours by, wow, 3 people.
Hey, that's our team.
Yeah.
I think my team was also 3 people as well, although T.O., I think he contributed about an hour of work. But anyways, here it is. Inzenhofer Tobias, Polinger Maximilian, Brunner Mont. Special thanks to the following projects: libgdx, LWJGL, JUtils, JInput, JOrbis, Eclipse. For license, check out our GitHub repository or extract this file. Play. Alright, so no audio. Shoot the sunbeams at the planet by clicking anywhere. If you don't hit any planet 3 times in a row, your heat will increase faster. Don't let your heat get too high, decrease it by hitting planets. There. Oh, okay. So that's how it works.
That's interesting.
Oh.
This is really hard to judge.
That is. Oh, yeah, you're...
Oh, that was lucky.
Yeah. Oof. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh,
That's bad.
Oh.
Alright, well, that was something.
More killing planets, yes.
That's right. You
pointing
have some
out.
sort of weird obsession with that, don't you?
What do you mean? There was a game.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
making the joke that it's...
Aaron's likes to tease me about it.
With good reason.
It seems like over time your spinning increases, which is strange to me. Wait, how long can you hold that down for? Because that's interesting. Okay. Well, I'm trying to figure this out. Not a fan of this. You have to guess your trajectory mechanism because it is very hard to see where you're aiming. And I realize some of that is deliberate, but it would have been nice to actually see some guidelines, like as the 4 directions you're going to be shooting at. Why is some of my shots longer? And others like, oh, see that? Aww.
They're gonna explode.
I'm kind of... Okay, well.
Aaron says I should play it because it's killing planets.
I think I got the idea for this game. Oh, there's just stars. That's good to see.
That's fun, yeah. No, I don't know. This isn't quite my game. It doesn't have the planets screaming in terror like that one game.
That's
That was a messed up game. No offense to the person who made it, but.
Well, maybe the game wasn't so messed up. It was.
Okay, seriously, screaming in terror.
Well, to be fair, just like Banjo-Kazooie, everything had eyes, googly eyes.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
So I mean, I get the idea here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say I'm good to go.
Yeah.
The difficulty of aiming in this game is I'm not a huge fan of, so that's kind of a detractor from this game. Actually, pretty darn good art. I do like the art. I do like the simplicity of the game. Keep that up. Actually, it's all. Don't know how many games you've all made as a team or as any individuals within the team, but I did get the sense that given the tools that you're using, Eclipse and Java and all that, and given what was accomplished here, I do think that it is a pretty solid piece of work. I just need, like I said, I would like to see some anti-frustration measures in there, such as little guidelines that tells you this is where your lasers will be pointing. And it was very awkward to me how sometimes the lasers would stick around for longer and other times it wouldn't. I guess that my understanding with how that works is it like is it like a laser concept where the instant you click on the button it destroys all the planets, or can the planets actually walk into the lasers and die too? So if it's the latter, then the fact that the lasers are out longer actually kind of matters. From a balancing perspective, I think it was fine. I'm just terrible at this game. So yeah, and that was not offensive in the slightest. I do like the work. Like I said, the lack of aiming is my biggest pet peeve at the moment, and I'll probably not shut up about it for the longest while. Cool stuff. Yeah. All right.
Oh, a Spaceballs reference.
Yeah. Alrighty, so let's switch it up. Hopefully the game does not crash.
And Nephron says good that you admit your skill level.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let's start. So we usually rate the overall last. Fun, Innovation, oh well, yeah, not great in innovation. Theme, this is the part I'm most confused with. Is it just like the more planets there are, the harder it is?
It actually looked like it was
They
easier.
explicitly said that the more heat you gain, the harder it is.
okay.
So that's how it played in. That's the way it was.
To be fair, I do like the part where the more you shoot, the worse it is. But you know, overall, I don't think it's the greatest implementation of the theme. So we should also clarify about how we rate themes as well. We rate themes by how interesting the interpretation of that theme is, rather than whether it fits well with the theme or not. Obviously, we give lower ratings for anything that flat out does not attempt to follow the theme. But even if we are giving theme ratings to games that follow the theme, and we're like, okay, yeah, it clearly follows that theme. If it's something where we see it and we're like, well, that's the most obvious implementation of it, we will kind of rate it average-ish at best. So just to let you know of that, I know all of us have different rating policies. That happens to be the one that I like to go with. Graphics. I actually thought it was really good. Good scores there. Audio. Were there audio on that? I didn't hear any.
Yeah.
Maybe I heard the shooting.
Is there any reference? Is there any mention of the audio in the comments or anything?
Yeah. Audio. Well, that's.
Somebody did hear audio, but
I didn't hear any audio from that. I'll leave that unrated for now. That's fine. Humor, 1 star. I mean, you're destroying planets.
that's always cool.
All right, fine. Half a star.
Death Star.
Yeah, there was a Death Star. Yeah,
It's
now
the
it's
same
two there, right? Mood. I'm gonna say same thing. Obviously, that was not the intent of the game, and like to be absolutely clear, if it's not the intent of the star ratings, like obviously our overall ratings will depend on what we think was the most important part of things. Personally, I lean towards this game was trying to be fun, and I do not think it was trying. So I can see the game being fun. It getting faster as there were less planets, or really that as time passes was not, in my opinion, a great idea. It made more sense if you were to spin faster when the levels, you were increasing in levels. Also, the lack of guidelines to let you know this is where you're shooting kind of made it very difficult for me to play this game rationally. So, 3 stars. I thought it was pretty average. There was nothing offensive about the game. The game concept is perfectly solid, and I can see it being fun. There was a couple of polish changes I personally would have recommended to make it more interesting. Obviously, I gave like a lot of 2 stars here, but you might notice like I really don't think those were important factors to the overall experience. So 3 stars for me. Not quite fun, but the graphics was definitely an eye pleaser. So I do give a lot of credit for that too. That's my opinion on that. So let's check back to our entries here. We have Eldon. Is the person
Yeah, I was
Red Fan Games on?
Red Fan Games.
Yep.
I don't see Red Fan Games on here now. There's some other people I don't recognize the names, so.
Yeah, let's take a look. Dezox, Hablent, Zorentian. So if any of you have not submitted your game yet, we do.
Oh, Red Fan Games is on.
Oh, really? Whoops. We don't want to get echoes there. Sorry about that. All right, if Red Fan Games is here, then it seems only fair that we get started on your game next. Alden. Incidentally, we should just pop this out. We don't need to see this. Where is it? Pop out. There we go. Cool. Perfect. Let's switch to that. Boop, 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 boop. Here we go.
Alright, so we'll be playing your game next.
That's Sopra. Whoops.
That's Sopra, yeah.
That is not the right game. Elden. Oh, interesting.
Hey, Pat.
What?
What do you think?
Is that 3D? I may not be able to play that game.
Please note if it does not work. Well,
Oh, we got somebody else.
not too concerned about the
Oh,
Half-Life
wow, that's
blood.
actually quite bloody though. It
Yeah.
looks a lot like Quake.
I can't say I'm too concerned about the blood, to be honest.
No, I
Yeah.
think the blood is fine. It's a,
Yeah.
It's a game. I'll give it a
Oh,
try.
wow! That's neat.
Well, let's download it for Linux. Oh, okay. There is a Windows build. Sign up on Google. Agree to that? No. Can't preview, direct download. Alright, let's go for that.
How long do people have for this Ludum Dare? My friend's asking. Well, it's either 48 hours for compo, and it's by yourself and you create everything yourself, or 72 hours for the jam. And that's, you know, you can do it as a team, and you don't necessarily have to create everything.
Are you ready for a wild ride called Quake?
Really, we're actually going there?
No.
Yeah, I am.
Just remember to stare at this screen and not at the projector.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean-
no, I know. I've been there and done that.
We have a projector none of us is a fan of. Okay, so let's switch it up to the title card here. I'm sure that was a thrilling ride for everyone, but it's back to the title card.
I just realized I just abbreviated hours the way I do it for my for Jira.
For what?
For at work.
Oh.
I'm always impressed by visuals on
Oh my goodness. Regain, kill everything that moves. Let's check
Yeah,
to
don't
make
want that.
sure.
Don't look.
Hit escape to quit, says Red Fang Games.
No, I looked right in the projector.
Oh, are you blind?
I am blind now.
Is there a way to adjust the screen size of this? Because the screen resolution seems weird. Config Lua. There it is. That's more like it. Feel free to change these to your liking. Yes, will do. Let's see. What is our screen resolution right now?
Oh yes. Red.
What?
What's wrong?
1366768? What?
Your monitor or?
No, this is literally a screen resolution. I don't understand.
Oh shit.
Full screen, true. Field of view, do not mess with. Fine. Okay, we got the config Lua done. Alrighty. We shall close that. Close this. And then, with any luck, we should be able to.
Having a bit of a discussion about how good everybody's games look.
Alright, so you should see a blank screen. That is totally fine as we. Specific window, capture any full screen applications. Let's try that again. Alright, and then in theory, this should just work.
Should just work?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that does not look beautiful on the projector.
Oh, does
It looks good on your monitor.
It looks
Oh,
great on our monitor.
What does
Oh,
the
I-
stream look like?
Just give me a sec. We'll need to wait until I can see it.
Yeah, we'll just look at the stream instead, and we'll do commentary that way. Not seeing anything?
I think it sounds like you're still setting them.
Yep.
TVGS has been swallowed by a black hole.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Black holes are really cool though, in the sense that they're not actually holes at all.
Yeah.
Yes. No, they're not.
Oh, okay, that looks right. Just
Yeah,
don't
that-
look at the projector.
Yeah, just don't look at the
Don't look
projector.
there, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So space to jump, WASD to move, and left mouse to shoot. Okay, shoot ground to be propelled. Oh, okay. Regain ammo with gore chunks. Kill everything that moves. Jump repeatedly to gain momentum. Enter the start. I think I'm gonna like this.
Yeah.
What the?
We do not look at the projector.
Wow. Yeah, they're telling us this.
Wow, you move really fast.
Yeah, I have no. Oh god. Oh god, they're chasing me. Oh, I think I died.
Where's your health bar?
I don't think I have one. Okay.
That's nice to see something where you like move really fast.
Yeah. Oh god, they move fast too. Okay.
Very, very flashy here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. It's very flashy in this room right now.
Oh, what is? Oh no! What is this? What is this? Okay, we're just shooting constantly.
I don't know if that helped. Still kind of. That might have been, but maybe.
Oh, I just fell off the world. Okay.
Good thing none of us have.
Do you think he's not dying? And I fell off the world.
So the game looks beautiful from this angle.
Yeah, the game. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I should be
it's
talking. I am just so freaking confused by what's going on. The game is beautiful.
Can you look up?
Yeah, I probably can look up, but this
why would
thing
you
will
want
kill
to?
me.
You've got to keep track of where those monsters are.
Yeah, and they move quick and they hurt.
Oh, did you just fall off the roof?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what the? Why can't I shoot anymore?
Oh, you ran out of ammo probably.
How do you run out of
I
ammo?
don't know.
How do you get ammo in this game?
Oh, you kill things. Gore.
You gotta get your gore chunks.
Wait, I still can't shoot now. That's not good. Oh, there we go. And I fell off the world. So when you start with a bad guy behind you and in front of you.
That doesn't sound like good game design.
And I don't think they die. Or if they do, like, they take a ton of damage. Freaking tanks. Actually, I don't.
Well, the more you have, the worse it is, right? Actually, yeah, that is a question. Why? What part of this is the more you have, the worse it is?
Because I think there are more bad guys at some point.
They're like bullet sponges too.
Yeah, no, they are not dying very quick. They are also quite horrifying.
They are bullet sponges, says Red Fang Games.
Oh, okay. So that was intentional. Oh, jeez. And that got me.
Bullet sponges, that's a great term.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's a known game concept design thing. Just.
It's also, you know, yeah, definitely add walls. That just seems like a very cheap way of dying.
Especially since it's difficult to see, considering how dark everything is. Okay, I killed one.
The aesthetic is nice.
Yeah. This is definitely Quake inspired.
Very worse.
Oh, okay. And I cannot shoot anymore. Great. Okay, one of them just fell off the world, I think.
Maybe we should just try to lure them all into falling off the world.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that, though.
Wow.
Oh, no, no!
Well, I mean, hiding in a small corridor sounds like a perfectly...
No, it sounds like a terrible idea. I just don't...
Hey, if you just stand still, I'm sure you'll win the game.
Taro, quiet you.
That was actually a Matt Hazard Eat Lead reference.
Oh, that I just don't know.
Yeah, no, it's a reference to camping.
What the?
Necron Hunter has asked, have you tried running away?
Ah, there's no place to run to.
And,
That's the conceit.
Aaron's asking about a game called Getting Over with Bennett Fuller. I don't know that one. Fuller? Not familiar with that one.
Oh. Okay, we're going up. Where is the platform? Yep, we missed it.
It is strange that you have to shoot to see. I
Yeah.
know that there's a phase 2 where you get to see everything.
Nope,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
gone. Okay, I get the idea. I get the idea. Okay, so that was fun. Do you need to do anything to get this working again?
Yeah, I do. Let's,
So you want to talk about the story you're going to get?
I can talk a little bit. I did like the game. I just the darkness and the not being able to fall off the world both at the same time made the game a little too difficult. If I didn't have both of those, I probably would have been okay.
would you like to show?
Yes, I would prefer to show rather than tell.
But I just wasn't able to use your laptop. Okay. So was that fun? That was a hectic kind of fun. I'm going to give that, I don't know, 3.5. It was brought down by constantly falling off the world.
Thanks, Mike Kasperzak, for giving us half stars. I appreciate it.
Mm.
That is a genuine, non-sarcastic. I appreciate it.
So for innovation, I mean, it was Quake. It's nothing about it was extremely innovative. Though I was impressed you were able to pull that together. Was this compo or was this jam? I'm guessing jam. But still, I'm impressed you were able to do that in 3 days.
Yeah.
Theme, the more there is, the worse it is. Or the more you have, the worse it is. I'm not entirely sure what that is, except bad guys, which doesn't seem terribly innovative. Use of the theme, but it's not bad. Yeah, we'll go 3. Graphics, those were actually fun. I like the throwback to the original Quake. You get 4 at it for graphics. The audio was fine. It was good. It just wasn't terribly varied. I would have liked more varied audio.
Professionals always pull in at least 4 different gunshot sounds for each gun because guns you fire very frequently.
Yeah. I mean, it sounded like there may have been 2. I'm not 100% sure. It wasn't as grating as some of the other stuff. But it could have used more variation overall, like the monsters and things like that. Mood, you're getting... I'll give you 4.5 for mood. It was very dark and horrible monsters, and if you didn't constantly shoot, you couldn't see them. I kind of like that. It was like a dark, terrifying mood. Falling off the world kind of added to it, even in a very frustrating way, and probably not an entirely positive way, but for a game, yeah. So overall, I'm actually going to go and give this only a 3.5, just because I didn't like the fact that it was very easy to die just where you're starting. Yes, it's a good idea to encourage the player to run out, but you're literally surrounded. Even if I try running out, I could be killed before I get out. That happened a few times. Being an extremely dark environment, and then falling off the world. You wanted to give off an unfriendly mood? You did, and I actually kind of like that. I did just like the constantly falling off the world. I would have liked the darkness and the added walls, rather than the alternative of being able to fall off the world but being able to see it. But you would have had to do one or the other. And I kind of that, and that they took so many bullets. That was bullet sponges. That's to a level I have not seen in a long time. And if I could have seen better, or if there was more obstacles in the world, I think I might have enjoyed that more. Just like constantly running around trying to kill something. Was it like Serious Sam 3, where if you pirated the game, something would chase you that was pretty much invincible? What was that?
There was a couple of games.
Like
I would
that.
not be surprised if Serious Sam did that. That sounds like exactly their kind of humor.
But yeah, I spent Red Fan Games. But yeah, I spent the 5 minutes designing the game and the rest of the time improving the engine. The engine worked. I will give you that, except for a few times where I ran out of ammo right after I started the game, which seemed like just a small glitch. That worked really well. Like, I was running and jumping. I didn't do the propelling and jumping. I probably should have been jumping more often in the game. But it was just like, I don't know how much that would have helped me given everything. But the engine did work really well. I'm impressed you were able to do that in 3 days. I don't know what engine you used.
I think they made their own.
Dude, they made their own? That's
I
insane.
think that's what they're saying. They're improving the engine.
Okay.
So that's a lot of spec there.
Yeah, so well done.
So we'll leave this we'll leave these ratings up so that Patrick can file them under his own account.
Yes.
But if you're suddenly surprised at me clearing them out, don't be.
Yeah,
These
it's
are
just
not
'cause-
my ratings. We're trying to rate on my account, and that is not fair to Patrick.
No, let me rate on mine, and it'll take me just a minute.
Yep.
It's a custom
I shall
engine.
be.
It's a custom engine? Well,
Well,
that's, I'm impressed. Okay,
And
so
very impressive.
how do I find the game then? What's it log
One guy. So this is one person who worked on this? Yeah, you can like search for it, I guess.
in? Just a simple one.
Eldon. ELDEN.
So I think
Found
there's
it.
only one game developer on this.
What?
I think this one.
Dude, you didn't sleep at all. I call it. You didn't sleep. That's how you were able to do that.
That's impressive.
That's how I make all my games.
Yeah, and it's not.
Still impressive.
I do not recommend not sleeping. I highly recommend actually sleeping.
Yeah, but you're very much a do as I say, not as I do kind of person.
Of course.
Okay, I have added in my scores.
Cool. So X, 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 X. So no ratings from me. I shall play it on my own time and give you my critical comments about the lack of walls. Alright, let's see what's next on our list. We did in fact play Eldon. Vroom Vroom Kaboom. Wow, we're getting new entries. This is exciting.
Yes, there are people on our chat who are submitting. So if that's your game, let us know.
Yeah, let's actually ask for row numbers here. So if your game entry is up here, what as a quick shortcut, sometimes we ask the chat to say, can you please post your row number? Which is, if your game entry, for example, happens to be Spaceballs, which we've already played, your row number would be number 2. So I'll leave this up on the screen for the in the meantime.
I think actually, we do know that Profernicus is on here, number 9. Okay, so that's vroom vroom kaboom.
Vroom vroom kaboom. Congratulations, all taxis reached their destination. So I'll start downloading this in the meantime. Oh, that was a little faster than I expected. Gonna still leave those. I'm gonna still leave these row numbers here. Extract. Okay. Oh, that was fast. And it's a Godot game. That is a Godot. Yes, it's a Godot game. I signed myself up as eventually I'll teach this when 3 comes out. I hope I don't get too old school and get stuck with Unity too much. Let me do one stupid thing real quick. There we go. Alright, that makes me feel a little better. Alrighty. And lots of weird stuff happened. That's good to know.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, cool. Let's get started on this.
You can play it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch to the title card at this time.
Okay.
I will let you play as. Okay, I guess that's just how the game resolution is. So let's see if it captures that. Oh. Capture, is there a hotkey that we set to this? I guess not. Alright, well, we'll just switch it to a specific window. Vroom vroom kaboom! Yeah, okay. And then we'll transition to that.
Boom.
Yeah. Alright, all yours.
Alrighty.
Apologies for taking long. I'm just learning OBS. But at least we're not dropping too many frames. That's what matters.
Yep. Alright. Let's see. So, how to play? Vroom vroom kaboom. Instructions. General. Edit the text box in the bottom to give taxis instructions. To exit a level, press escape or the cross at the top right of the interface, the top bar. Okay. Camera related. Hold middle mouse and drag to pan around the level. Use the mouse scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Okay. Forward. Turn right.
What does turn right stand for?
Oh. Turn right, is that supposed to be?
Because it says
Turn
or
left.
turn right, and you're supposed to type this in inside inside some dialogue text box, is my
Yeah.
understanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Looks
Well,
like that.
I mean, so far those don't sound offensive.
No, it seems very straightforward.
Oh, do you have testers?
They have
What?
testers, yes! QA analyst, I approve.
What?
Hey, there's many creators as testers. That's good. Hexpunk and Malo. Okay, and creators were Profan and Jammy Bread. Like the names. Okay, let's see. Start game. Alright. So, I've got to... So, forward is...
Can you just press up? I'm just curious.
Let's see.
No.
No,
Okay.
Nope, I have to type it in. So is this forward? Is this forward from where the car is pointed?
I would assume so.
Yeah, I would assume so. Because everything else is turn left and turn right.
Is anyone watching the chat right now?
Oh, right, yes. Oh my goodness.
Alright.
Snaps for testers! Ah, yes, it says turn right twice, but then one of them is, well, left.
No, okay. Typo. The testers missed something. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out what the,
Yeah, what is the distance between moving forward?
that's a good question. I'm gonna just see what happens. Okay.
Stop.
Stop. Huh. Alright. Hey. That. Okay.
And then move forward again, I guess?
Stop. Oh, right. I'm gonna.
Yeah, do the forward, left, forward. And see
Oh.
what happens.
Alright. Forward. Left. Forward. Any comments on the chat about how. No.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to work right.
No, stop.
How fickle Fred is. First she likes the testers, then she judges them.
What can I say?
She's queuing everything.
I am queuing.
Of course this is your sister.
Of course. Okay.
Huh?
Okay, I'm not sure about the scale on this, but okay, let's see. Okay, so let's add.
So it's just like every time you come to a decision point.
Uh-huh. Looks like that's the.
Go. Oh
There we go. Okay.
All right.
All right. Stop.
We learned something. This is programming right here.
yeah. Yeah. Right and left.
Yeah. So okay, this isn't. So it's just based on the decision points, which actually makes a lot of sense, if you ask me. So.
All taxis reach their destination.
Taxi's alive. 1. Okay, I'm really wondering when the taxis start. Not alive. All right, back to menu. Oh, can they crash into each other?
They might.
Okay.
Oh, there's specific points that they need to end up with. That's
Oh.
the really light color is not really helping because like
Yeah.
one just blends in with the
Yeah.
white lane.
I mean, a lot of times green is a good choice because it's actually the color that the human eye is most sensitive to, or
right.
in that particular part of the spectrum. But yeah, you want something that contrasts. But of course, you got black and white there, so I can understand the it being tricky.
The
Maybe going
irony
green.
of that is black and not black. Green and red are the most common color blindness, at least amongst men.
That's true. Though you can generally, I think they can see. Well, I don't know. Actually, never mind. I won't comment on that.
They do see the difference between orange and blue.
Okay, so we ramp up the difficulty a bit here. So we got the one needs to end up over here.
Are they all facing upwards?
That's a good question.
You can tell by I think the headlights. So yes, I think they're all facing outwards.
Interesting.
Wait, the headlights? No, this one's facing this way. This one's facing this way. Oh goodness, that's a good point. So 3 has to. Oh gosh. I think you might want to have a.
Hard.
Hmm?
This is actually not too hard. There is a significant increase in difficulty.
Yeah, it's.
If 2 is already facing.
I love how the person who does not like puzzles is providing a
I
solution.
don't like puzzles. I'm very good at puzzles. Bell set L. Yeah. Bell set L. 2
Okay.
logic sections.
All right. So what I have to do. All right. So for 1, they have to definitely go that way.
Do they stop once they make it to their destination? That's a good.
That
That'll be a
is very
good
important.
question.
Yeah. All right. You know, I'm gonna see what happens when they reach when 1 reaches its destination. Oh no! Oh no! No!
Fight!
Well, that's how they die. Okay, so this is 4. 4 needs to go. Okay, but then 3 is. Oh my. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at 4. Guess I'm gonna do this painstakingly.
I feel like this should have been sort of the first level. That's a poor way of wording it. I feel like the first level should have been simpler. Let's put it that
The
way.
first level was pretty simple.
Yeah, but I think it only needed up to 2 turns, whereas it required
No
4
way.
turns in the first
Wow,
one.
yeah.
I think the reason why I say this is because it took us a while to figure it out,
Yeah.
especially with the forward instructions as well. So the quicker you can get us to this second level, where clearly something much more interesting is going on, I think the better.
Okay. So.
This is not bad. It's not what I would call second level in my opinion. The reason why I say that is because the escalation in difficulty seems overwhelming. There's a lot of information here. So I would have just stuck with instead 2 taxis where they're going on in a head-on collision and maybe 2 streets in between to make it clear that you're supposed to.
Oh dear, that was not good.
Well, we're gonna find out.
That's true.
Okay, yeah. So
do
they
that.
actually disappear once they make it to
Yeah.
the destination. So
Okay.
that's actually really good to know.
How many have I killed off this time?
Right.
Oh. So yeah, okay. So I didn't do okay. All right, I need to watch that again to see how I screwed it up.
You
Okay.
can't pause, remember.
Oh, that's true. I can play, pause.
So there on you told number 3 to go to the left.
Right.
Number four has enough leeway to move to turn left and then left again. If you look at it carefully. Because
It
if it
needs
turns
to-
left, 1 still has a significant amount of distance to drive before it makes it to the junction point.
Okay. Stop. All right. So, oh, it needs. But it needs to turn. Oh, it needs. What is it? Why do I have that backwards then? I'm. This, okay. Right? No. Yes. This way. That's yeah. Okay.
I'm sure you're oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, I'm bad with directions actually, so.
I was gonna say, I'm sure your driving skills would have been very useful here. Well, it looks like then you had the right solution last time. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, this looks promising.
Yeah. Oh, I just went the wrong. Okay. Oh, wow, this is painful. I'm sorry.
Well,
Everyone is watching.
No, keep going.
4 needs to turn right.
Turn, yeah. Okay.
No. I mean, you got 4 to the right place. So left,
Mhm.
left, and then right.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay, because it's got 3 turns.
What needs to be done?
Mhm.
I don't remember what 3 needs to do, but
3 needs to go.
Forward first.
Well, oh yeah, forward. That would help. Forward.
Although its interpretation of that was a little strange. Forward, then right, and then you were trying to go right again.
And then, oh yeah, but I actually need to go left.
Twice.
Yep, there we go. Oh wait. I apologize for everyone's watching.
There's nothing to apologize about.
you're doing fine.
Okay. All right.
Yes! No, I'm actually like wildly entertained by this. It's a whole lot of programming, which makes it interesting.
Oh.
And of course, I'm a programmer. Zach Barth.
Okay. All right. Oh, we have a different color scheme for the destinations, I think.
That is so strange why
right.
they made this decision, but okay. It would have been also nice to know which direction they're facing. I know.
Yeah, if that was a little more obvious, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can zoom in, I know which. Yeah. Okay, this one's a little. That's yeah. I think there are some issues with how these display that needs to be worked out. I like the idea of the game is cool.
Right.
The display and communication of some things is not ideal. So let's see. We have one. One needs to go over here. That's okay. This way. And we also need left, right. And then we have to decide which way we want to go. I think I'm just going to go forward.
In the meantime, I'll do a dramatic reading of the chat.
Well, I figure sort myself out here. Okay.
Developer says, indeed, decision points. It's interesting seeing everyone having problems with finding out which way they're facing. You can also find out by test running quickly. Nephron Hunter. Developer, that sounds far too straightforward. Aaron, you can do it. Nephron Hunter. Every driver needs a navigator. Aaron, laugh out loud. Nephron Hunter. Yay! This is probably when we actually succeeded. Developer, nice. The color scheme wasn't so much a decision as, oh god, there's an hour left. So it kind of happened.
We've all been there.
Yeah, the whole destination indicator was something I wanted to change, though. Change the route, excuse me.
Yeah. All right, so let me see. Left, right.
I'm wondering if at any point we'll have like some sort of obviously evil character, so that I can redo my voice acting of the incredibly camp character again.
So let's see. 3. Where's 3? Oh, 3 is over here. 3 starts. That's 3. Yeah, 3 starts here. Oh dear. This could be interesting because. Okay, I'm just gonna try it. Let's see what happens. Experiment, and I'm doing it the wrong way. So left.
So a small tip as a programmer to another fellow future programmer, if not already. You solve these problems by making very small increments and figuring out where things are going as you go along. So it seems like you're trying to get it right the first time. That is often not a very good idea.
That's true.
So take it small bits, step by step, and just progressively move. Like focus on one taxi in particular, or two. It's probably better to focus in this puzzle 2 taxis in particular, and figure out a way to get them to their destination before moving on to the other 2.
Okay, that's probably good advice, and probably all I should be. Yeah. Well,
that is how I make all my crazy games, because I just make very incremental changes.
Okay, and then I have this one go there. Okay.
Because like my concern when you're going through this whole programming thing was what happens if you incorrectly assumed that the taxi was facing one direction, and then it turned out they were facing the other direction. Now you have to retype the whole instructions again.
Yeah, the problem is they get in the way of each other, but if I just get 4 out of the way, then I'll be in good shape.
Right.
So all I have to do is this, and then I can try setting up 1. And then I can get, and then 4, So that's, 1 just needs another turn. 4 needs 2.
Nephron Hunter, no! Just go and do everything at once and forget about incremental changes. Just jump right in and do it all!
She's a biologist. What does she know about programming? Oh dear. And 3's not going to make it because 4's in the way. Okay. All right.
Well, 3 could make it. It was just tagging right along with 2. So it just needs to follow right along with 2 as well.
Right. Let me see where we are right now. Yeah, 3 could definitely make it. It's just a matter. Oops.
Oh no.
Oh no. No. Why did 4?
4 should turn left at some time.
4 was just following instructions. You know.
That's true. Computers are dumb.
I was gonna make a horrible Nazi joke, but
Yeah, maybe not on the stream.
Oh gosh. No, computers are dumb. That's what we're gonna how we're taking this. Computers are dumb, and that's why we have to think for them.
I 100% back Frederica. Holy crud, computers are really dumb.
All right, let's see how far we go with 4 now.
The programmer's joke of I don't know what I'm doing is solely based off of the fact that computers are so dumb and we have to talk to them every day and we have no idea how to do it.
All right, I'm going to do 1 more and then this one, and then to get to 4. All I need, let me just do that. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to have 4. Just going to loop around the block a few times.
That's totally okay.
Yeah.
No, that's totally okay.
No, I'm sure. Feels a little brute force, but maybe it's the only right way to do it.
That is normal. That is so utterly normal, you don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, me as a programmer, I'm like, I just hope whatever computer people are running this on is fast enough to work with whatever horrible code I wrote.
Oh gosh. And then the QA person, nope, it's not running on my your code isn't running on my computer. Oh, okay, yeah. So basically it's figuring out what loops to put everyone in.
No, that's good. We're doing well.
Yeah. All right.
I do like your idea of having everyone constantly turn right or left all the time. So that might be a good place to start, and then we can incrementally adjust as we go along.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna get everyone started. Doing all right.
No, I'm really proud that you're figuring all this out by yourself. It's not even my own puzzle game.
All right.
I will say, this has nothing to do with your playthrough, so keep playing.
Okay.
I will say that
All right.
often. Oh, yeah.
That's
No,
gonna
keep
need,
going.
yeah, I think I'm gonna need to make sure they go straight through.
Mhm.
Now I'm just basically making them go through the loop. Yeah. Okay. So.
I will say that like a lot of these puzzle games where you have multiple solutions to solving a puzzle is always a fascinating thing to me, because especially as a person that makes a lot of puzzle games, like being able to have creativity in how you're solving it is something that I usually strive for. So this is fascinating to me. I really like what I'm seeing here.
No, wait, no. It's like a pattern. I think I got
Nephron Hunter asks, is there a command to have 4 bees sacrificed to the pagan gods? Developer, sounds true to the Game Jam experience. Aaron, 789. Oh, Aaron.
Oh wow.
Nephron Hunter,
Oh.
4
boom.
wants to be given to Dagon. Developer,
there's more.
seems like you're pretty close now. Nephron Hunter, can you get them to dance? Developer, indeed, at Puzzle Design Person. I was actually inspired by Zachtronic stuff, if you're familiar with it. Am I familiar with it? Holy crud. He was, Zach was the vice president when I was in going to game club at our local college. So, familiar with it, way too familiar with it to be comfortable. It actually hurt my heart.
Oh.
I'm being a jerk.
Alright, so I think everybody needs to go a little further. See, 1 needs to go over here, 4 needs over here, 2 needs there, 3, okay, yeah.
Aaron said I could not help it. Your puns!
Indeed.
They're as bad as mine.
Alright. Oh, shoot. Wrong keys.
Here on the stream, we talk about very important stuff, such as game development, how we're going to rate our games, and absolutely nothing to do with any of those topics.
Yes. Random topics.
All the time.
Oh yes. That's what it's all about. Random. Wait, did stuff get
For example, there are only 2 cookies left.
Ah.
You can have one though. You can probably have both of them.
Oh, stop. Not in the edit mode. Copy. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, good.
If you look at the instructions list, it also forms awkward emoticons. I see. I see what you did there.
Why did they not? Okay, that they didn't get that.
Nephron Hunter asks, are they Patrick cookies? They are now.
No.
They're not Patrick cookies.
Patrick cookies are actually.
Stuck at work.
They
They'll
were
be bricks by the time we get them back.
they were unfortunately patented. He knows law too well.
Wait just a second. Why is this not?
Aaron says all the talk about numbers. What type? What type in regards to Patrick cookies?
Oh, we might chocolate chip.
Patrick makes
They're
it
chewy chocolate
fantastic.
chip cookies. They're fine. They're fine.
Nephron Hunter says, he still owes me cookies.
Do I?
Yes.
What? Wait, what?
You still owe Nephron. Why is these? Why? Okay, what am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? Am I trying to get it to turn the wrong way or what? Shoot. Stop. Why are you doing that? Okay, turn that way.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah. Oh. Play. Stop. Play. Pause. Okay, so what they're gonna do?
Scroll up to 1 because they're just stuck there, right?
Right. Yep.
There it is because it's given the up instruction. The forward
Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. That's. I got too clever with my little patterns here. Whoops. Oh.
That's what I meant by make incremental changes.
Yes. I like making pattern changes. I like patterns. All right, here we go. Oh, oh, fantastic! Head-on collision. I'm like, epic head-on collision. Great job. Okay, why did they do that? Oh wait.
That you chose to make them.
Okay, they're wait. Okay, then they turn there and okay, stop. Right, this needs to be. This needs a different order. Okay. The thing is, I can probably just repeat the order once I get it right.
Let's see. So then you move forward. Then okay, yeah, leave it to that short one.
Okay, I'm gonna do it for everybody though, because I love my patterns here. Everybody's doing this.
Remember, incremental changes.
Incremental changes, yes.
And
That's
brute
why I
force-
have a job that people skip that step, right?
Right. Oh. What? Can you replay that again? That was interesting.
Yeah, that was not expected. Okay, let's stop. Play. Pause.
Pause. Yeah, and just kind of. Is there a way to inch? Like.
There's no incremental.
Yeah.
Oh, stop. Wait. Play. Pause. Play. Pause. Okay, we got everybody. Thing is, these guys are going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, because 2 and 5 crashed last time. So the only good idea I have. Wait. So why did 2? Stop and try playing that again and figure out why 2 crashed.
Okay.
So it goes that, and then 2 is instructed to go forward.
Yeah.
So let's focus on 2 because actually 2 isn't too hard at this point.
No, it's going to be something very similar for.
Right. So what I'm thinking is 2 has to take an exception where it turns immediately to the right.
Mhm.
That's my assumption right now.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Play.
Interesting. No, that is a interesting change you added in there, huh? That does make the puzzle very fascinating to me.
Mm. Yes, at that point.
And then 6 is just fine. So like,
Mhm.
yeah, the original set of patterned instructions that you're trying to create for that it works just fine.
But then we lose somebody else though. Why do we lose somebody else?
I mean, that's just because there was no more instructions for 6. So that,
Right.
to me, that's not,
That makes sense. Okay.
right, to me, that's not a concern.
All right. So 2 needs something special.
Right. So rather than forward,
Mhm.
my initial instinct was to make it right
Mhm.
and then left and forward.
Okay. Oh. And left and forward. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
So,
I don't mean to
right?
backseat drive. I'm sorry. But like that, I just
Left.
noticed that small change, and I'm like, oh, this is fascinating to me. I want to know.
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's exactly how I suspected this was gonna fall out. And now this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh. Oh, that's tricky.
It's tricky.
Because if we could just get 2 over there. Well, actually, what if we?
What happens if you just tell 5 to move forward as the first instruction?
You know, I'm kind of. I want to try something. This
Okay,
is gonna be a little different.
Go on. No. It's you're playing. You're the pilot.
Yep.
Forward. Let's see what happens. No. Okay.
No, it was a good idea. I like it. I like how you're thinking.
Yeah. How would they turn around? Could they like go down the dead end and not be able to come out?
I don't know.
All right. Anyway. Let me try something. Forward.
All the talk about numbers, what type, blah blah blah. Aaron still says crazy cars. Nephron Hunter. I kind of want the taxi cabs to square dance. Now that was a pattern. Boom! Aaron. This seems like a dance revolution. It is DDR, says Nephron Hunter. This level in the developer, for Nakis, this level in the previous symmetric one was made by my illustrious friend Jammy Bread. Word even. Aaron says, where are their crash test dummies, Nephron Hunter? All the AIs were harmed in the making of this boom pattern. Really? Says Aaron.
Oh gosh. Okay. So two's the one that's kind of tricky. Why is 2 tricky? I mean, it's symmetric. Why would we're broken? Oh, because we're going. It's not symmetric once they start turning around. Right? Is that what? No. Anyway, let me try to figure this out. All right. Okay. Problem is, everybody's going to the same place. Did anything differently? There's somebody gonna be blocking anyway I do this.
I feel like your previous solution was on a really good stroll. I know what you're trying to do, and that, I mean,
just design it from the ground up. Like,
yeah,
okay.
I like how you're thinking, but sometimes it's okay to go back.
Okay, so let's start with the basic pattern and break it.
Because I'm not seeing a solution around that, to be completely honest.
No. Yeah, turn. Maybe just keep. Okay, so maybe keep 5 going forward.
No. So originally we had it so that 2 would keep moving forward at one point. So let's see. The way it worked was turns left, then turns right.
Forward.
Yeah, well, let's just play this so that we can refresh our memory here.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I keep trying to do stop instead of.
Alright, yeah, here it is. So instead of, see how right now you have that move forward sign? We need to change that to move right instead.
Right, we tried that, but it broke. It still blew up. But
I don't think so. I don't remember it.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll. Alright, so instead of forward, right.
Just right.
Okay.
So, yeah, I thought that was the safe route.
Okay, just a sec. Okay, so that's what we have now.
Mm. And then we wanted, okay, so actually, no, this is fine. Keep it.
Okay.
Okay, that's not good.
See,
we have a couple of different choices. Go to.
I just want to watch that again.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right. Okay, I remember now. So, so the difference that I was going to suggest was rather, well, obviously 2 moving to the right is not a good idea. So we obviously wanted to, at the very last instruction, replace the right instruction to the left,
Okay.
and then forward.
Forward. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Now we know that this would cause a crash because you're right about that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
This is so far expected.
Yeah. So close.
Right. So instead then to save 2's life,
Mm-hmm.
we go all the way down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 5.
Just goes straight.
Instead of doing all that, the first decision it should make is to move forward instead.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Oh, right, yeah.
So let's try that and see what happens.
Okay.
Our concern here. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, play. happens.
This is so confusing.
I'm gonna try this. Okay. No, that doesn't work. Okay. Oh right. Okay, I've got to redo it. Let's see.
Basically, 1 and 4 needs to swap directions. 2 and 3 needs to swap positions. Where does 6 go? 5 goes to all the way to the right, and 6 goes all the way to the left. Okay, so they're all swapping positions.
Essentially, yeah.
Excuse me.
It seemed like you could just rearrange it symmetrically.
Right. Good.
So where do we want it to go again? So one's key is one crash. Oh wait. Let's see where one goes. Okay, if I had one.
This is a really silly idea. What if you make it so that they just so if you can take a quick look at the projector.
Yeah.
What if you make it so that you have 3 do this, that, and then up?
No, that's 2. This is 2. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, actually, I want to try something. I'm trying to focus on 1 right now, so I'm just gonna see what happens with 1. Okay.
1 made it.
Yes.
5 made it.
Yes. Okay.
Victory has been achieved in our hearts.
For like, yeah, 2 of the vehicles. 2 of the vehicles were fine. We just have them go straight through, and it's all good. So what happened? Let's see. Okay, so what happens to 2 in this scenario? Focusing on 2. Okay, 2. Let's stop. Let's have 2. 2 needs to turn that way, right? Okay, 5 is the one that kind of rear ends it.
What happens if 2 just goes forward again? I don't remember.
Forward again?
Yeah, just move forward. Instead of turning, try move at the very last step. Yeah, just move forward.
Okay, we can try that.
I'm just trying to remember.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, that I remember it caused a crash, but I don't remember how.
Which crash it was? Yeah. Let's see what happens. So 2, it's so frustrating. It just has to go up there.
Welcome to programming.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Is there any way I can fix this? Of course, we do that. So so 5? If 5 turning probably wouldn't matter, would it?
Who knows? Maybe it does work.
Yeah, sure. Let's see what happens.
Nope.
No.
Can you show the trajectory of 2 again?
Sure.
Okay, we needed to turn right immediately right there because of the crash with 5. So that's being a stickler right now.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're stuck there because of that. And if it doesn't, it seems to meet with 5 regardless.
Because yeah, if instead of having the 5 move forward, if we had it go left. Yeah, what happens when 5 goes left rather than moving forward?
Goes left,
Yeah.
it eventually catches up with 2 anyway. We can try it again.
That's right. I think you're right.
Yeah. Oh, no, well, it didn't do it at that time.
Well, that's because it didn't have any turn instructions after that. So
Yeah.
I think you're right, though. That was exactly the problem that we were having on number 5.
Yeah, I'll double check to me. Yeah, that's it. It just 5 just will not stop trying to hit 2.
You know, silly idea. What if we also made 2 turn right? So keep the 5 as it originally was.
Like this or
Left, right.
oh, just like
I guess you don't have Control Z option.
I do actually, but all right, left, right. There we go. This.
So, 2 does not have any move forward instructions.
Nope.
Oh, okay. That didn't work out. All right, I'm done.
This is a
I
tricky.
don't pretend that I'm a huge fan of programming games only because they keep reminding me of my own job, and I play games to escape all of that.
Let's see. I really want to solve this. This is really bugging me.
This is infuriating. Plus,
I have to say I do like the game mechanic, the idea. I like this just isn't really gelling right in this particular level, and I'm not sure how it would. Yeah. So, or how it, what advice to give to say.
This is a crazy idea. Make them go on the opposite direction.
In the opposite direction, just completely. Okay.
So bring up like Notepad or something, and then have it like yeah. I think I actually.
Are there any suggestions in the chat?
It's a good question. No.
No.
Aaron says, really? 3 left makes it right. Right. To the left, every car you own in a box to the left. Hey Taro, have you seen any squirrels lately? Nephron Hunter. You might be overcomplicating things now. Complicating. Prophenicus. I'm just watching in silence. Yeah. So anyways, what I was gonna say was, so Notepad. Where is Notepad? Yeah. Oh, that's
it's popping.
weird.
Yeah, it's behind everything.
Yeah. There it is.
All right.
So you should be able to copy and paste.
Oh yes, I can copy and paste. So. Copy. Oh, good grief! When I hit the right thing, I keep trying to hit the Control Z. All right. Copy. Notepad.
So this should make it a lot easier to reverse things. Just remember that you use placeholder text rather than converting right to left. So I don't know, instead of left, start by replacing with an L, and then replace the right with an actual left command, and then finally replace the L.
Okay, so what?
So if you hit Control H, just highlight one of those symbols and hit Control H.
Oh yeah, Control H. Okay. Yeah.
There we go, and then you can replace it with a different symbol. Since this is, I would recommend L for the time being.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then say replace all.
Replace all. Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I've done stuff like this. You just don't want to have like replace this with all left, and then you have everything left, right? All right. I'll replace. Right. Okay. Right. Replace all.
And now you just have to replace each letter with the proper.
Yes. And then.
No, you don't need to replace forward. That's fine.
Oh, okay,
so
that's true.
Search for.
Right. Yeah, I
go
got
on,
it.
Go on.
No, I got it. I'm sorry. I'm just not as weak as I should be. All right. Find what are no.
So left was originally left, so we want to replace right with actual now left command, yeah.
Yes, replace all. I just need to sort of think, and then replace all with, replace all. L, replace with right. Okay. Replace all. Okay, there we go. And then I just...
Thanks for the text message, Chris. This is a very different Chris, by the way. We do have a mod named Chris, but no, we're not referencing you. I don't think you even have my phone number now that I think of it.
Alright, very painstakingly transferring all these commands that we've converted.
This gives me fisherman friends. I think 5 is you got.
Oh, well,
6.
okay. So, yeah, I've got 6 right now.
This gives me fisherman friends vibe.
I don't know that one. All right,
Yeah.
play.
It's okay. Oh!
What?
Oh! 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 What?
Let's just wait. What? Okay, so
Yeah. Okay. So 3 prematurely. 3 actually didn't have to turn at one point.
yeah, I just need to figure out where 3 is.
Okay, and 3 just to have no instructions at that point, so
Right.
plus, it just keeps going. So yeah, no, 3 could just move right at that point, so that'll
Oh.
save 3's life.
Yes, so right. Okay, play.
This now suddenly feels a lot doable.
Weird. I'm just doing the wrong direction. Okay.
We can save 6's life.
Yeah, let me just play. No, stop. Play. Okay. Where does 6 need to go that it's not?
I really appreciate this pause, by the way. It would have been nice if that was like a button, like an actual key
Yeah,
that
it's
you
like
press.
if it toggles instead of going back and forth. Other than okay, play, and then 6 needs to turn
Right.
essentially. Okay, I can do that. So 6 needs to turn, right? Okay. Play. Okay, and then 4 and 5 are stranded. All right.
4 and 5 should be pretty easy to take care of at this point, especially 5.
Actually, 4 needs to turn. 4 is going this way, so turn right.
Aaron says, good night, I'm going to sleep.
Good night.
Aaron.
Good. And Efron Hunter says, good night. Profirmicus says, indeed, the idea is to make them possibly toggles, including some sort of step buttons maybe, but at least a hotkey for each of these 3, at the very least. So they were, in reply to our, it would be nice if we had some sort of shortcut to be able to pause.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow, that was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Well done.
Okay, so yeah, this works one way but not the other.
That annoys me. That annoys the heck out of me, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness, what? It is 10:33, just to let you know.
Okay, so we do want to move on to maybe another game. Do we have anyone else on the chat who is expecting a game?
No, I'm not gonna lie that anytime I see a programming game, a small part of me dies because I know it's gonna take forever to play.
Yeah, actually, I'm having some fun with this. It can be a little frustrating. I feel like the play pause button I feel like that should definitely be a toggle. I feel like there needs to be a toggle. It feels very awkward to switch places for it. So yeah, I am gonna stop here, but I'll probably play this again on my own time because this is fun.
I like the minimal aspect of it. Like it's just the 3 instructions you're concerned with is moving forward, moving left, and moving right.
Yeah, and making sure the cars don't crash with each other. That's it. I mean, I've seen this kind of game before where you kind of try to set things up and making sure they don't crash into each other, But and I like the, I like the little explosion. That's cute. Vroom, vroom, kaboom. Okay.
So we shall rate this.
Yes, I will rate this now. I feel like I played enough to get an idea, unless there's some kind of surprise ending that I'm missing.
What happens when you click on labels?
Labels?
At the very top.
Oh, labels.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I don't know if this is a good thing.
Right. But yeah.
I mean, unless it was blocking something, but
Right.
I do feel like there needs to be work with the UI aspect and like how things look, like the green or the white. I feel like that needs work, and also being able to tell where you're pointed. It's not really obvious. I mean, I can see this is the windshield here, I guess, but just making that a bit more obvious would
Cool.
be good. All right, so let's see. So I should switch to.
You should be able to hit the quit button.
Quit. Let's close. Quit. Okay. Okay. And then I'll just close.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
And then there's a transition button on OBS.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Transition.
hit that first.
Okay.
Let's open up the actual browser on the left, behind
Okay,
behind
just.
OBS. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's the chat.
Yeah, I know. It was in the way. I couldn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
I see.
okay. I see where we are here. Okay. All right. Do I
And
want?
then yeah, let's go back to OBS.
Right. OBS.
Click on monitor.
Monitor.
And
Okay.
transition again.
Oh, transition. All right.
See, the right side of the screen is actually what's being streamed.
Right. Yeah. I forget that this time. Okay. Fun. I actually I had some fun with this. I struggled with it a little bit. I feel like it. Yeah. I feel I liked it. Yes. I'm being probably yeah.
No.
Innovation.
It's your rating.
Innovation. I don't know how innovative this is. I feel like this is a game. This type of game has been I've seen before, so I'm gonna go with a 2. I mean, I'm not being too harsh, right?
No, it's fine.
Theme.
This is Taro we're talking about. You're asking for feedback on.
I think it was solidly. It fit the theme. The more cards you have, the worse it is. The graphics, I feel like, did need some work. So I'm gonna. I mean, it was. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2.5 stars. Overall, I'll give it 3.5.
Nice.
Okay, so those are my ratings. Thanks for submitting. And this was, this is a team, so it was a jam. But I know how hard this can be. I've submitted my own games, and I know my game from this round is not without its flaws. So.
This was a really cool entry.
Yeah, it was a cool game. I don't die a little inside when I see programming games. So. It's a
I
good
do.
thing I played it.
Well, see here, now every time I see a programming game, because I die a little bit inside, I shall clear all these out with X's as soon as Frederica enters them.
Okay. The name is
That is a joke, by the way. Don't take that
Oh,
seriously.
sorry, I wasn't even paying attention.
Room. Alright. So I'll go around here. Okay. All right, I'm all good.
Cool. Thank you very much. Excuse my throat clearing. Vroom vroom kaboom. Hungry Dino sounds like it's next. Let's check to see whether the developer is still on the chat.
Now I just check here. All right.
Nax89.
Okay.
Is anyone else on the chat as well? These include people such as Urban Helsing, Gazen, Tagliatelle, Kukuriku. Oh, Kukuriku, nice to see you again. And Kappa.B.
Well, Kuriku submitted back on the 15th, so.
Right.
Yeah, we've seen their games before.
Mm-hmm. That would explain actually Sopra a lot. Hi, Nax89. You're row number 10. Any other takers? Anyone else on the chat right here?
Let's see. There's some other people, but
Yeah, they don't seem to correlate to any specific person.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, seems only fair.
Okay.
Hungry Dino. I shall play it.
Yay.
Because I am hungry. Oh, it's an HTML5 game. Okay, so as it is right now, we should be able to then just making sure that we're streaming the browser as it is. Puzzle platformer about a hungry dino. Puzzle platformer is everything that I make.
That dinosaur is cute.
But beware, don't eat too much.
It's really cute.
That
Yeah.
don't eat too much implies a lot of things. Controls: arrow keys to move, Z to jump, spacebar to restart the level. Editor: there's an editor. Spacebar: show tools. You know what? No.
It's actually a dino in a human costume. No, it's.
Oh, it's an HTML.
Oh,
It's a Construct 2 game.
oh yay! Concert 2.
Let's see if this actually looks well right now. How's the stream looking so far?
Well, the game hasn't started on the stream yet.
Okay.
I'm still reading off the stuff.
There's music but no sound effects. That's concerning.
Yep, we look good on the chat. We look good on the stream.
What all to win? Press space to restart.
Oh, Max says to ignore the editor controls. Lol.
Oh, that's an interesting death scene. See how I jump?
Oh, wow. Oh, you can't fit if you eat. Oh, that's... So you actually don't want to eat too many...
Oh, well, yeah, there's the worst way to have those things.
Yep. The more height you have.
I like this. Finally, an interesting interpretation of the theme.
Mm,
What happens? Oh, nothing happens.
not yet. Oh. Okay, that doesn't seem good.
Can I eat that? Yes.
Oh, you can't eat that. You can remember the level selects too. Okay. So you...
You're not being able to.
No, I'm not able to jump that high anyways.
Maybe you can be bigger to jump that high.
It looks like I can jump that, so might as well go through here. Oh, that was weird. Wait. Oh, okay, you added in screen shakes every time I land. Would have been nice to have sound effects to follow up with that. Yeah!
Big.
Okay. Jump! Yay! It's fairly simple. Oh, interesting. I get it. I understand.
Oh! Watch out for those spikes. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was not gonna happen. Okay, I should eat one, then jump over the other. Yeah, I've made enough puzzle platformers to know the solution pretty quickly. Presumably I can just eat those. Oh, okay, I get it now. I appreciate that just touching the spike kills you rather than, like, the other way around. which might sound a little strange, but for this specific game, it's very easy to, yeah. This sounds like I need to do this. Oh, okay. Wait, what happens if I fall? I need to know.
Of course you did.
Okay.
I don't think you could play a game without finding out what it looks like if you die and like all the ways to die, right?
Right. Is this the last one I should have grabbed?
Oh, I love how the screen shakes when you get bigger.
Yeah.
That's cute.
What happens if I victory?
Oh,
okay. Oh, it counts! I needed to find out, and it worked out for me.
Fantastic.
Okay, I think I know what's going on here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Clever, clever. I like
so
this.
Don't get all of them, just get the...
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the screen shake. Kind of gives the impression that you're getting heavier.
Interesting.
And,
What's the... I mean, it's a Construct 2 platformer, so I assume you have aerial control.
yeah, well, I think you can turn them off. It's possible.
There is a lot of levels.
I feel like there needs to be something to prevent you from going off the edge, though. Wow!
No, I had to do that.
I feel like there should be, like, either the layout needs to be set so that you're not... Where were you standing?
Too dumb to live. Thanks for playing! Made in... I don't know if that's 72 hours. For Ludum Dare 40.
Yay!
Yay.
Good job. It's Construct 2?
Yep.
Nice job.
Yeah, nice job.
Yeah. I like the idea. And I like the little touches.
Oh, the background is parallaxes too. Interesting. Oh, I guess we can't eat the last one.
Oh no.
Oh well.
The part where you're able to go off the level is kind of weird.
Yeah, yeah, it's adorable. I like this. I feel like this game was kinda easy. Nice timing. Right as the player was like, wow, this is a lot of levels. The game knew to call it a session. Alrighty. Well, yeah. Yeah, let's go to the ratings. I have actually kind of a mixed feeling with this game. Only because I thought it was really, really easy. And then I did also say, like, wow, this game is actually kind of long. The spikes and the platforming in particular were two very fascinating aspects to me. Like the fact that you grow larger and thus you jump higher. There was some very clever level design that utilized those two. I was a little disappointed that there wasn't more beyond those two mechanics. I was wondering if maybe there's something that could shrink you for whatever reason. Which would make some of the level design, the puzzle design, interesting. But yeah, no. I thought it was very simple. It was very adorable. It was very straightforward, and the puzzles were well telegraphed and easy to figure out, to solve. I did get the clues pretty clearly. I did like that a lot of the levels were designed to demonstrate certain important aspects. such as the one level that immediately comes to my mind is the one where there are spikes in the ceiling, and it clearly tells you, like, yeah, you probably want to avoid those, and some people will be looking at that and be like, why are there spikes on the ceiling from the beginning? Well, I'm looking at that and I'm like, I bet you that's the designer telling me that eating too much will cause you to jump too high. And lo and behold, that's exactly what it proves. And you brought it up in such a like a straightforward but not very punishing way to make it clear that that's going to happen. It was a little odd to me. That was like, I think almost third to last, if not second to last level. I thought that was going to be something that you would introduce earlier to kind of demonstrate that point. But regardless, you do have these level designs that are built to introduce a specific aspect of the game and kind of inform the player that these are things that these are details that you need to take into consideration as you're moving forward to the next set of levels. And I like that. Personally, like I said, I thought it was too easy. I'm wondering if that is partially because of the simplicity in the game mechanic and design itself. Like, could it have been, would adding something to that, like say maybe some sort of Kirby mechanic where what you eat actually affects your ability or something, could have helped that. Because you do have a couple of different enemies, and it might have been interesting to kind of add that aspect and that complexity to it to force you to think maybe the order of what you're eating, the items, actually matter or not. Because I just felt like what you had, there wasn't much wiggle room to work with. That's just the notion that I got from the level design aspect of things. So, I mean, I definitely said that it was kind of getting long at some point. I think that was largely because the mechanics were starting to get a little dull, as well as the fact that the puzzles were not nearly as engaging as a consequence of that. So that was my primary concern. But regardless, let's talk about it. Ratings. Had fun. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. I'm a sucker for puzzle games. Innovation. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3 stars for now. It's not something that strikes me as that's quite extraordinary, but it is different, and I certainly like what you did here. Theme. I'm giving you 4 stars for this. I like this interpretation of the theme. This is how you take the theme and run with it, is my opinion. You took something where you're like, what does it mean to have too much of a good thing? And you demonstrated that well. I love that aspect of things. As mentioned earlier, could have been a little better, could have added a little more complexity to it, but I definitely like the direction that it took. Graphics were pretty darn good. Audio, I'm sorry. I like the music. That's the only thing. The sound effects was not great. They were serviceable, honestly. But I'm not too... It wasn't offensive either. Humor, 1.5 stars. The extra 0.5 star is just because you're eating things. Mood, yeah, pretty good. Say 2.5 right there. Clearly was not the focus of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna go run with 3.5 here. Bits and pieces that I think could have used polish, but in regards to, like, I'm still really pleasantly surprised by the level design and the philosophy of the little puzzles in the game. So I like what you have here. I just thought there could have been more to it. Comments. Thanks for the feedback. I'm working on an expanded version. I guess I can type a comment. I'll hopefully remember what that comment was at some point. Also, I should probably leave a comment for Spaceballs too, because I did play that game. Seems only fair. Yep. Let's see, what time is it? 10:54. I think we can fit in just one more game.
If you go quick, yeah.
Yeah. So, does anyone have a new game submission here? We usually go until 11 Eastern time. which is in 6 minutes. Savage Hill says, if I could have added one thing, it would be a little flash decal to spawn where the player hits the spikes, as I felt the graphics were a little bit ambiguous about where you hit them or not. I do agree. That is called juice, and I always recommend adding in juice.
Yes, you have an entire talk about juice.
Yes, I do have an entire talk about juice.
On our website.
Are there any entries? We should ask for roll numbers, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think we have any new.
Then what we usually do is, you know, no danger is too much. We just go in order after that.
Yep, we got other options.
Oh my goodness. Patrick, this sounds like a game for you. Not just kidding.
Tile-based logic puzzle adventure. Oh. I mean, I've only played one game. I can give it a try.
Oh, let's do this.
You have 5 minutes.
I can make
Come
somebody
on,
cry in
Patrick.
5 minutes.
Master the game in 5 minutes.
Let me bring up the title card real quick. We need to make sure that this is set up properly. Okay, yeah, see, that's what I thought. Oh, is it? Did you lock the... Come on.
I didn't lock it.
Oh, wow. Seriously. This is hard to see.
Is it going to be that size the entire game?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Okay, that's what I thought would happen. I'm sorry, this might be a problem. It's not control, is it? They disable the screen resolution dialog. That annoys the heck out of me. What's your call on this?
I can give it a try.
Sure. Okay. Then let me.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. Let's do this.
The music is nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Even
So
as a
I have a
tutorial.
super high res screen resolution computer. So this might go poorly.
The tutorial will teach you everything you need to know. It will require you to play through it several times before all the basics are understood. Solve the puzzles and win the tutorial. Good luck. Okay.
I'm not seeing it on the screen. People are saying that it looks okay.
Press
My screen
spacebar
might not
to zoom in and out. Click on the recycle to start over. Use WASD to move camera. Press 1 for swing. Or swag? Don't die, have fun. Oh, yeah, this is... Oh, yeah. This is gonna be fun. Not entirely sure what I'm doing.
Oh, interesting. It's because you have limited land space. That's how much you can carry over.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be difficult with this resolution. Or with this size.
I might even recommend looking at OBS instead.
It's unfortunately not much bigger.
Yeah.
It is a tiny bit bigger. Oh, okay. Space words are now. Use Wazzy to move. Press 1 for swag. Okay. So clicking on something, I move to it. But I don't think I can move back from it.
It looks like, in a way, it's like a resource gathering game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. How do you have somebody have more wood? If Settlers of Catan have taught me anything, the value of wood cannot be understated.
Is Patrick moving the character through the squares?
Yes.
Savage Hill says, I am totally perplexed.
Well, you could all join the freaking club.
Oh. Can we buy stuff?
Apparently. Oh. Okay. Okay. I don't know what some of those things do, but I don't know why moving these around makes any difference for the game.
Clearly, this was a thoroughly well thought out game that's so brilliant that we never figured it out.
Yeah,
It is hard.
Savage Hill says, I dig the watercolor style backgrounds and art style, but I'm hopelessly lost game logic wise.
Oh, we have fire!
We had fire.
Oh, and and
What were those snakes?
Yeah, I think it really does look really good, especially when we look at the screen. We can really see the images, which is a little hard to do from looking at the screen there. But it looks good. It really looks very pretty. But
What happened?
I got stuck.
really not clear what's happening.
Oh yeah, no, it's not.
Wait, snakes on a
Snakes on a plane.
Thank you, no friend.
I got a lot of wood, a lot of one.
Is one the actual currency for this game?
It
Because
might
that
be.
actually kind of makes sense.
Oh, yep,
Oh,
I
and
lost
you
most of my
lost
stuff.
all this.
I'm not sure what doing this does, but we're gonna find out. Oh, I lost everything.
So those are supposed to be water, and now you have somebody have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Maybe you can buy at any location, and we're just not figuring it out. What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know. The tutorial itself is super vague. And if you have to play the tutorial several times, isn't that kind of a bad thing? Ah, yeah, I'm stuck. Okay. No, I'm done. I'm done. So, locking the resolution. I don't even know if I want to grade this game. I don't think I played it enough.
That's fair.
What is the resolution on your
Which
computer?
game was
That
this?
so small.
Which one was this?
This was known danger is too much.
Yeah, there is a tutorial that's associated with
Yeah,
this.
they
Well,
did say
I
this.
strongly suggest that you
Watch the tutorial?
watch.
Okay, so it's playing a tutorial. Gather resources for walking around resource type. That's us.
Yeah, we figured that out pretty quickly so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't vote play comment only society show. I think, commenting might be good too.
will go on my inventory. No ways to lose resources. Small tiles, yeah.
We figured that out.
Shark attack. That's what that was. Snake attack. Oh, okay.
Snakes on a plane!
Fire attack. On the water tile. All those things can hurt me too, so that's what the extra hearts do.
You use Movie Maker. I know.
Last time. So that didn't give me much more information than I already had. Ah!
Oh, wow. They only see the title card now on the stream.
Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah, we don't.
Oh, yeah, they're right.
Yeah.
I screwed up, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So if you're gonna play this game, well, there were some some of the names on that leaderboard were a little bit,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think we need to watch the video.
Yeah, I would recommend if you want to check out figure out how to play this game.
So the title card was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I think in this case, mostly it was good, but yeah, we're just really picky about our code of conduct here.
Well, I'm going to say we're good for tonight. Sorry for that. I completely forgot about that instruction.
I don't know if that would have helped so much, to be honest.
But it sounds like the current decision is we'll rate that on our own time because whatever that we just saw throughout the stream was not good. So anyways, thank you for joining us. I want to wish you all a happy holidays, and hopefully you'll see you'll check out more. You will check out more of our streams in the future. I do.
We also have our old streams on our YouTube channel.
Yep. We do post these eventually streams on the YouTube channel, so you will find the recordings of it very soon.
Along with educational content. Sorry, I wanted to plug that.
Yes, every third Thursday of the month we stream our lessons. Not third Thursday, third Wednesday.
We stream our lessons and we post the videos from the lesson nights. It looks like our next lesson will be sculpting in Blender, actually.
Yeah, hopefully.
Back from the instructor. So.
You have?
Yes, I have.
Oh.
I'm back very quickly. So, yeah, very exciting.
For those not in the know, sculpting, well, Blender is obviously a free 3D application, but sculpting is an unusual and different way of building 3D models that we hope people might be more interested in. Because it's largely more intuitive than what you would expect, the very programmer-y way of how to build models in Blender. Anyways, let's see what else is there. We stream every Friday. I'm not sure if we're going to be streaming next Friday because of the holidays, but we will let you know. We do, as mentioned earlier, we do stream every Fridays, and it often is some sort of game, like Game Club. We do occasionally do Game Jam grab bags as well, hopefully with greater frequency this time next time around. So we'll keep you posted on that. As mentioned earlier, go check out our games. Let me make sure that we find them. Here it is.
Check out our games, check out our content. We produce a lot of free educational content, and if you're in the capital region of New York State, I shouldn't be specific, feel free to check us out.
So here it is, the Randomly Relentless Rumble by Patrick, Frederica, and Ryan. And Stuck in Parallel, which looks like I only made it. This is not true. Amanda, myself, and Tio helped out a lot in this game. So, yeah. But all the you can blame all the shoddy programming on me because now it's everyone knows I'm the programmer of the team. And yes, I take very lazy brute force routes. So without further ado, we'll call it a night. Happy holidays to everyone. And excuse me, we hope you well. We hope all the ratings comes out well and you learned something very important and new about it. Good night.
Good night.
Thanks. Bye. Good night.
Switch to title card.